What's been different about this year as opposed to previous years heading into the tournament?
I would just say all the experience that we have. I think for the most part, everyone's a returner, and then the newbies have just kind of jumped right in where we're kind of at. And I think that the experience is going to be what's kind of going to carry us here.
Compared to previous years, there's a little bit more expectation, a little bit more media attention, a little bit more hype than previous years. How does that change the preparation going into a tournament like this?
I don't think it changed it at all. I think that we stick to the process that we've been doing all season long, and we don't really have to change anything. We've been successful with what we've been doing, so just kind of keeping it under control and making sure we don't make moments too big is what's going to be important for us.
What did it say about this team, even facing some adversity as MAC tournament kind of got underway, the rain, all of that, like to be able to come through and take care of business? And I mean, a lot of people maybe do what was expected, but it's never easy.
I think it's just that kind of prepares you more for the rain that we're probably going to see this weekend. So I think being in those tough situations where maybe you did make an error because it's raining, or maybe you're not hitting the ball as well as you can because you've taken 3 or 4 breaks in a game. So I think it just kind of makes you pay more attention to the little things and fall back on that process that we've been working on all season.
How does the schedule this team has played, especially in the non-conference, set you up for taking on Virginia, being in a regional with Tennessee, like the competition you're going to see in the NCAA tournament?
I think 2K does a great job preparing us with the schedules and stuff like that. Playing those bigger schools, playing the Georgias, the Clemsons, the Oklahomas, getting you in front of that pitching on a constant regular basis is kind of what allows us to not only kind of control the MAC a little bit, but prepare us for postseason in the sense that it wasn't that long ago that we were playing teams like that. So it helps you in the sense that it's not overwhelming when you get in that situation.
This team has a chance to set the record for most home runs by any team in college softball history. Obviously, that's not the priority this weekend, but if that were to happen, what would it mean to you to be part of that?
I mean, I think it would just be surreal. I've been here for so long that having a record like that would just be crazy. But the funny thing is that we don't really try to hit home runs. We're trying to hit doubles. And I think our team is just so strong and so powerful, and swings have clicked so much over the last 3, 4, 5 years that it just all makes sense for everybody now. And I can't complain about it. All ready for it.
Carla, it seems like every time we talk at this point, there's another accolade to talk about. First getting drafted last night and then being named in the top 10 of the Player of the Year. What are those accolades mean to you?
So much. I think it's still like so surreal, like, and I can't believe anything that's happening this season, but it's just super fun to be able to do it with this team. Like, I would not be where I am without them every single game, like just boosting me up and boosting the people around them up. I think it's super special what we have and very exciting to see.
This is not your first trip to the regional tournament, obviously. What's different about this team than in previous years?
Yeah, I think we're all just ready. I think we have a lot of vets who have been there all 4 years or 3 years, so they can kind of show the younger group what it's like and what to expect. But I think, like, we've seen it all season, the young kids in the lineup, in the dugout, like, they produce no matter what, even against the Power 5 schools that we're playing. So they're just super clutch, and I think they're going to come in clutch.
Slightly higher expectations coming into this tournament. How do you handle that? How do you combat that before going into a tournament like this?
Yeah, I think there's high expectations given just, like, the offense and what we've been producing, but I still feel like we're being slept on. Like, I think it's high expectations, but also, like, putting a chip on our shoulder because we know, like, we're a contender, but people are still counting us out, and it's good for us because I think we do better that way.
What's going through your head? 7th inning of MAC tournament opener, your team's behind, you're coming to the plate. I mean, what, an 8 and 9 hour game? Like, it'd been a crazy day, but needing a run in that spot, and just kind of walk us through that.
Yeah, I think that was such a hard day, but, like, coming out of the dugout, we talked about, like, refusing to lose, and, like, that was just something that was going through my head. Like, she had beaten me the at-bat before bases loaded. Like, it could have been a way shorter game, the at-bat before, but that didn't happen. So I just didn't want it to happen again and be able to produce for my team and give us some mojo going into the rest of the inning.
How does the balance through the lineup help you? I mean, teams can't pitch around you. They can't intentionally walk. Like, you have 7 of the top 8 home run hitters in the conference. Like, how does that balance 1 through 9, never knowing who's going to do it next, make the whole team so dangerous?
Yeah, I think you answered your own question. It's 1 through 9. Like, you can't bat around everybody. You can't like count anybody out. So in big situations, like somebody's going to come through and do it. You just never know who. And sometimes it's every single person and sometimes it's one hero of a game. But every time it is that, like it's somebody different, which is unbeatable sometimes.
What's the vibe or mentality around the group as you get ready to head to Knoxville?
Super pumped up. I think we were all a little surprised to be there, surprised with the seating and stuff. But like once all those emotions calm down, like we're so prepared and so ready. And just if we keep doing what we're doing, we'll be good.